Are we live? Hey, I'm back! Did you guys miss me? I've been gone on a road trip with my son. We drove all the way to Toronto and over to upstate New York and all the way down, having antics on the way. The purpose of our trip was to go and look at a few colleges and just to have some fun. Keith flew up Medicine, Niagara Falls. It was a very nice time. I would say I'm glad to be back, but we kind of a little drama while I was gone. Friday morning, Jeannie came into the shop and I get this frantic phone call from her. She was freaking out. I mean, totally flipped out. I'm trying to drive through Pittsburgh at the same time. Water is pouring out of this light fixture. Come to find out, we have had a leak in between the upstairs floor and the downstairs ceiling. You should see me trying to, figure out what to do. Keith came and helped her. It was a huge mess. They had to clean up the flood. I managed to finally get a plumber out at the last minute. It cost me a fortune. Got the leak stopped, and they got it all dried up, and then it was time for my turn. So you think problem over? Problem not over. Problem not over at all. You remember this last, winter into spring, we reset the whole store, and at the same time I did like massive amount of repairs to my floor, got my floor all nice, back perfect, had the termite problem, had to rip some up, fixed it, got the floor finally all done and great. So I walk in here yesterday morning, and Jennifer's first thing she says to me is, don't go look at the floor. I'm like, that's the first place I'm going because I know that this problem isn't over. Tiles were popping up as I suspected with that much water sitting on the floor. I think we estimated it leaked from 10 at night until she got here at 10 in the morning. It seeped up under my tiles, and so I started pulling up tile yesterday. This is what I did. I barely moved. I was sticky and covered with glue. I had to pull up 156 tiles. I'm exhausted. It's like a human sticky trap. I guess it kind of made some of the old glue sticky again, and I got stuck several times. I thought Jennifer's got to pull me out. I did like a little exfoliating on the side of my thigh. I think I may be missing a little bit of skin there, but we're trying to dry this part out a little more, and then we'll cover it up so these people walk on it. It's not that it will hurt anything, but we just don't want you to get stuck. Like I said, it's like a human sticky trap like you have for insects and rodents. So guess what I get to come home and do? Ugh, good news, I can fix it myself and probably do a better job than anybody I'd hire, because apparently I'm now a semi-pro at laying commercial floor tile. Who knew? Not a goal of my life I ever wanted to have, but yeah, so that's what's going on here. We're in a real hot mess. Literally a hot mess. Jennifer's laughing at me. Yeah, so I'm ready for another vacation. I was feeling a little guilty that Jeannie and I are going to turn out and go to Vegas in a couple weeks, but now I'm not. I'm like, oh yeah, I need to be in Vegas because I'm exhausted already just thinking about what I have to do. I'm hoping, depending on if things go right, to get it worked on over the week, and it's going to be a few-week process because I have to do it really while we're closed, because you can't just say don't walk in the front part of the store, and we don't want to close, so I'll work around you guys. So, I came back to a hot mess. I missed you guys a lot. Some new things happened while I was gone. A few new things, something not necessarily troublesome, but we got new needles in from Lykke. The pink blush needles are now available in individual double points. We had the sets before, but now we have the individual ones available for those of you who like pink and like double points. I like this size. It's a 6-inch, and that's just a really good size for almost everything you'd want to take. So those are here. That's all new that came in while I was gone. I have some more new stuff coming in really soon. I'm hoping I have them for next week, but we'll see. While I was on my trip, I decided I needed a new travel bag, and so I came walking through the store and came up with this one. This is one of our Vendula bags. And sometimes I think the Vendula bags that aren't the shop fronts get a little overlooked. I wanted one that could open a little bit wider, because I have one of my Joy Susan bags and I love it, and I still love those for travel, but for what I needed, I just needed a little more room. So as you can see, I can fit my keys, my glasses, I can even slide my phone in here and it will still close, and it has enough credit card slots here and here, places to put my money, and it was the perfect little travel bag. That's what I did, and I think we have one left. So if you want the perfect little travel bag, I liked that it had the chain. I thought that was nice, and I'm telling you, every single place I went, everywhere, all over, I went all over, every stop we made, I had at least one person compliment my purse. I got more compliments on this purse by random people than anything I've carried. Oh, it also has a little zipper here. I also have the matching bag for, I also needed a new knitting bag. Believe it or not, Keely was going around with projects, and you know those little crappy bags they give you at Sam's and you do a pickup with free samples in it? I thought, this is sad. I own the yarn shop. Why am I carrying my stuff around in this crappy bag? And so I decided this would make a good bag. And I've been using this for my knitting, and it matches my little purse. And I love it too, because it's real easy to get into. It has pockets here, has a zip pocket, zips at the top. Yeah, and this has become my new knitting bag as well. I think I have one of those left as well. I may just have to finish out the set, because there's also, if you want something bigger, look how cute this thing is. I may need this too. And it also has the chain. No, this one has a strap. Has a strap. So if you needed something even a little bigger than my travel purse, I may need that too. I think I'm going to downsize on purses. I bought my last purse. It's just getting heavy. So maybe it's time. Less is more, right? I don't need to carry all that junk with me. I also have to keep coin purse to go with it. So yeah, I'm really, even though we've had these a while, these are just, I don't know, they're just really into them for summer. And I like that they look like straw, but they're not. You know, it's like a faux straw. And so it's real durable. This thing has been lugged all over, 3,000 mile trip, rolling around the back of the car on hot, sweaty college tours. Those are exhausting. I did not know. Wear your tennis shoes, and yeah, bring water. I thought we were going to die. Our first one we went on, this girl walked faster backwards than we could walk forwards. Not just me, it's like every parent in the group. We were practically running after her the whole trip in the heat, and she talked fast and incessantly. I know, sounds like me, but no one ever asked me to do a tour. So when we could catch up with her and kind of sort of hear her, it was so much talking, we couldn't comprehend what she was saying. It was just, at the end of the trip, we're all just kind of like, I don't know why we're even here. So yeah, I think I'm going to get smart and bring a friend with my son next time and just drop them off and let them do that. And I'll just go have a glass of wine and wait, because I'm worn out. And so I was really looking forward to coming home and relaxing, but yeah, no rest for the weary, right, Jennifer?
Right.
No rest. Jeannie's off this week to make matters even more fun. So it's just me, Jennifer, and Lori holding down the fort. She has taken off for Branson for a week-long scrapbooking thing, which a week and a half. She's gone for a week and a half. Okay, yeah, I was gone for 12 days. Twice. I can't really complain. And I know a lot of you and a lot of the others here, because they're all into scrapping, are jealous. Personally, no, that's the last thing I would ever want to go do. That's not my thing. That could be, we always had these code words around here. If I ever say I want to do that, it could call 911. I may be kidnapped. Yeah, I'm going on a scrapbooking thing for a week and a half. That would be, something's wrong. Call 911. Keely would never do that, but everybody else loves it, and I know she does. And I guess after, her drama, because it was really bad. Her and Keith had to deal with it by themselves. She just definitely deserves the week and a half off. And then she's going to come back, turn around, go to Vegas with me. So yeah, it must be rough, huh? Yeah, it's good. We have perks here. Things going on next week. We have more things going on than just, drama. Bad drama. We always have good stories. So if you would like to catch up with us, a lot of things next week. Tuesdays are 9 to noon crew. So come, we'll put out a light breakfast and just sit around and gab. If you don't want to do daytime, Wednesdays are Sip and Stitch. First Wednesday of the month, we go across the street to our friends at Mac and Ike's and hang out and knit, crochet. And I always have good stories to tell. I have some good ones from my trip. Just ask me about Cincinnati and Airbnb, and I will never, ever, ever Airbnb again. We had drama. Didn't wind up on an episode of Dateline. All is good. So Wednesday Sip and Stitch. So we go over there and we close at 5 and we hang out until we get hungry, and then sometimes we just go and forage for food, and you're always welcome to come with us. And if you are wanting to learn to knit and crochet and want to join all the fun that we have here, we have our beginner bunch Thursday and Saturday. Even if you already know and want to learn more, we can help you out too. So Thursday and Saturday are beginner bunch next week. And I think Jeannie will be back in time for those, right? No? Week and a half? She'll be back. She'll be back for beginner bunch. Okay, good. Not that I don't love you beginners, but yeah, Jeannie will be back for then. We're all like, yeah, good. I guess that's all I have going on. Next Tuesday for our Facebook Live, I'm going to have to kind of get creative. I have to, unfortunately, next Tuesday go to a funeral Tuesday morning. Yeah, I know. But I have to go. And I don't know if I will be back in time, because it's going to be a big funeral for the noon live broadcast. So I haven't figured out what we're going to do yet. Depends on what we have coming in. Don't worry, I'm not leaving you hanging. We'll pop in. I'll either do a pre-recorded, or I will maybe be like an hour late, maybe do a 1 o'clock one. We'll keep you informed on what we're going to do from that. Or maybe I'll get lucky and I'll be here at noon. So if you pop in next Tuesday at noon and I'm not here, sit tight. I'll show up in one way or another, because I do have some cool new things coming. I hope they come in, but if not, in the next week, who knows what's going to happen. Hopefully happy things and not, drama. I've got enough of that in my world right now. And it's going to be a long week. I can barely move. I'm like a sloth. My body is so sore from pulling up all those tiles. My hands hurt, my side hurt, my legs hurt. Yeah, and I'm just getting started. So think of me when I'm laying my tile. Yeah, the things we do. I'm a very hands-on yarn shop owner, would you not say? Oh, Jennifer reminded me. I forgot something very important. We do have something more important to show you than Ugly's floor. Jennifer finished our Panorama Shawl. This is from the crochet collection that Jeannie and I did last spring. And she did it with a bunch of purples. This is made with fine lace. This is a very, very easy project to do. And it's we think it's a pretty shawl. It has that, diagonal edge, big fringe. And so if you're looking for something to crochet, this is a good time. It's too hot to go outside. This is a really fun project. And I love all the colors of lavenders and pinks that Jennifer put together. And then you can always see our original colorways that Jeannie and I created for it as well. So there's a lot of possibilities for the shawl. Jennifer loved making it, and she said she plans on making another. It was so much fun. It goes really fast. Thank you for reminding me of that. See, I didn't write it on my list. That's why. I forgot to write it on my list. I have to have a list anymore. No wonder I remember my name. Oh, and tomorrow, if you really want to know what's going on in my world, tomorrow, and I'm not ready for this, I take my son to get his learner's permit. Pray for me. I am not ready. I know some of you are like, I can't believe he's big enough to drive. Yeah, tomorrow is the day. Yeah, the fun begins. I'll see you in some form next week. Bye.